Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Guru Vrind ki, Harinam Sankirtan Yugadharam ki, Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Shri Yasvishmanta Shri Kartik ki. Krishna. Good morning to everyone here and everyone online. This morning we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 13 and text 32 to 34. So we'll go through 32 and 33 and then we'll read 34 Sanskrit together. Okay, so it's Bhishma Panchak the last 5 days, where everyone can make a lot more spiritual advancement than normal. I think, yeah, so before, well, first of all, beg permission from all the assembled Vaishnavas to be able to do this service nicely, although not feeling qualified. I need the blessing of the Vaishnava. So before we go into the Srimad Bhagavatam verses, just wanted to share because it's the disappearance Tirobhav of Kashishwar Pandit and Gurukava Goswami. I know they mentioned it this morning, a little bit after one of the last. I thought I'll say it now, I forget by the end. Okay, so in Vrindavan, Sri Gurukava Goswami, who's actually a disciple of Vedanta, and he is one of the pioneering devotees of the Lord who helped establish sacred holy places connected with Lord Krishna's pastimes. And he was instructed by Lord Chaitanya, and he was closely associated with Sri Lokanath Goswami. Of Goswami. So it's very important to honor all the Vaishnava acharyas because it's like they're the support, you know, like if we're a branch or a tree without the main trunk, without all the nourishment coming from all the parampara, all the exalted souls, then it's very hard to make spiritual progress. In Krunabhavan in Scotland Temple, we used to sing regularly this song called the Sri Guru Parampara song. Krishna Vaite Chaturmukha, Hare Krishna Sevamukha. So that song is very, very beautiful. And in that song, all the personalities in our Vaishnava Gaudiya Sampradaya are listed, all the way from Krishna to Brahma to Nara to Vyas, all the way down. So it's for those of us, of course, we may be just familiar with the ones that we see pictured in the temple room, but some of the others are there, and it's always like, unless you do some research and find out about them. So it's nice to glorify them because of them that we're getting the connection and the knowledge and all this mercy. So Kashishwar Pandit, he was a prominent associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was very strongly built as well. And he was a disciple of Sri Ishwara Puri, so that makes him a godbrother, the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya. And his life was dedicated to serving the Lord, initially in Jagannath Puri and then later in Vrindavan. And then both Kashishwar Pandit and Govinda were disciples of Ishwara Puri before his disappearance. Ishwara Puri instructed them to go to Jagannath Puri and render personal service to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was initially reluctant to accept service from them because they were his godbrother, he eventually agreed to respect, out of respect for his Guru's order. And then Kashishwar Pandit was a very strong and powerfully built man. During the Lord's visits to Jagannath temple, he would walk in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, protecting him from the overwhelming crowds. You get that on a Sunday here, you know. Some of the pujaris need that, you know, on a Sunday when there's so many people here. And so he was also one of the 7 persons responsible for distributing Mahaprasadam to the devotees after the kirtan. So if you were friends with him, you'd get a lot of that. Later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Kashishwar Pandit to move to Vrindavan to serve the deity of Govindaji, which had been discovered by Rupa Goswami. And Kashishwar was distressed at the prospect of separation from the Lord, whose association he greatly cherished. So the deity of Govinda, out of compassion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Kashishwar a deity of himself that was so perfectly formed it exactly resembled the Lord. So Kashishwar took this deity named Gaura Govinda to Vrindavan and established it on the right side of the Govindaji deity, which is still worshipped in Jaipur today in Rajasthan, because the deities were moved during the Muslim invasion. So, according to the Gaura Gunadesh Tipika in Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, Kashishwar Pandit was the servant or Shakti name Bringa or Shashi Rekha. So, Kashishwar Pandit is celebrated for his deep devotion, strength and unwavering service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, serving as an important associate during the Lord's Leela. Okay, so there's some nice, interesting facts about these great personalities. So, Avirbhav means the appearance, and Tirobhav means it's a disappearance. So, I think, how do you differentiate sometimes between them? You know? So, I think Tirobhav means like a tear, right? So, you're feeling separation. When it's somebody's birthday, you're generally quite happy.